to AM 1490 WGCH in Greenwich, Westchester, Long Island, New York City. And then by the grace of technology, we're now going to be live around the world on Facebook Live. Bobby, you hitting that live button right about now?
Already did.
Do you see us? Hola!
I can see you too.
Hola! How are you? This is Kyrie Jeffries. Say hello.
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 How are you? Tell
everybody why you're here.
I'm here to talk about me and nutrition.
Okay, but let's talk with who you are and why you're so fabulous. Hi, what's up?
How you doing?
Good. Kyrie is an interesting entrepreneur. I love entrepreneurs. This is Wellness Wednesday. I'm scared of raw stuff because I don't know what's in it. And he's got this thing called bioenergy, which all these people are getting like, he's getting rave reviews for people who have had crazy things happen at all ages and have said, wow, this has changed it all. I mean, some of the crazy things are what? Well, like, what are people like recovering from crazy stuff?
Well,
what?
People with arthritis are
Right.
getting joint relief. People who have chronic energy issues where they just can't get things done. They feel motivated. They have a lot of energy. Their libidos are being enhanced.
Libido enhancement accidentally. What is in this? About why you know so much after 15 years. Your background was shy kid, got into bowling. What is this?
I love bowling.
Me too. I love bowling.
Well, being a shy kid, it allowed me to stay alone, and I didn't have too many people around me, and I just bowled all day, every day.
Every day.
Every day.
I used to walk to the bowling alley. My father used to give us money to get out of the way on a Sunday. I'll never forget it. He would, back in the day, which was longer than your days, my father would give me $20 to take my brothers, and we'd walk to the bowling alley in Fleetwood, and that would cover like half a day's bowling and some cheeseburgers, and we were chubby kids, so that must have been cheap cheeseburgers because when we were mostly wanted to eat the burgers and not bowl. What did you used to bowl?
Well, I bowled a lot of things. I have
okay. What's your bowling average?
My bowling average was 233 at the time, but I did quit some time ago. I did get into drilling bowling balls too.
What?
So that's where I came up with like being creative because I learned how to offset the mass of the ball in order to make it tumble a certain way. To
make that muscle again. I would never in a lineup suspect you as being a bowler, okay, or a bowling ball.
Well,
guy.
I didn't look like this when I bowled.
You didn't?
No, I was a kind of a average frumpy little guy. As my mother said, I never lost my baby fat.
You were frumpy. I shopped at the chubby shop. That was a bad start. That's why I'm funny. Anyway, let's talk about the next. What I read about Kyrie was that in addition to, bowling, he was a really shy kid. Again, we just heard that part. But somebody discovered that you were hot and then wanted you to model. And then what happened?
Yeah, well, I thought it was a joke. And they ended up sending me to this agency called The Talent Shop, I believe. And I met the booker there, and she immediately sent me out to have photos taken. And within a week, I was booking jobs and working.
Google Kyrie Jeffries, okay? That's all I want to say about that.
Yeah.
I put up a picture. I don't think it's the nutrition picture you expected me to put up, but I liked it. It was you on a beach.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a 6-pack. That's like a 12-pack. What is this?
I call it an 8-pack.
We're not going to make you shout. What do you call it?
An 8-pack.
An 8-pack.
Yeah.
Does that stuff have anything to do with that?
Has everything to do with it.
Son of a gun. All right, before we get to this, then I let the entrepreneurship, why you ended up here. You became a bartender.
Yes.
Why?
Well, I moved to New York to start modeling or continue modeling, and I got into bartending, as many do.
I love bartending myself. I thought it was my best
fun.
job.
It's fun. You drink a lot. You have a good time.
Did you know what you were making the drinks? Because I used to make it up.
Oh, I used to just make things up all the time.
Me too. I had a Debbie special.
All the time.
They're like, oh, I'll have a Manhattan. I'm like, oh, you'll have a Debbie special. What is that? Trust me, you'll love it. I'm like putting all the liquors in there. What was your drink that nobody knew?
I actually just made drinks up as I went.
Me too.
Anybody
can be a bartender if you can
you work
pour.
with what you have.
Right, that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, then when you're there as the bartender, you discovered some crazy things were missing in the bar service industry, and he invented 2 products. These are unbelievable.
Well, one thing when you're bartending, ice melts. It's going to melt whether you're bartending at home or at a job. And I asked my captain at the time, I said, well, don't we have something to drain the water from the ice? He's like, no, why don't you do something about it? And I was like, well, and literally next week, I took this ice scoop and I started drilling holes in it. And I invented it, and I call it the drain scoop.
And where is this being sold?
Well, it's being sold online. It's on Amazon.
He sold the patents to it. Smart
I sold
guy.
the patents
So
last year.
People forget or don't know that you can, if you want to spend your whole life on an ice scoop, be
So what I found out is, or what I discovered is, if I invented an ice bucket with a built-in bottle holder, you put the bottle in the bottle holder, which is being kept cold by the ice surrounding it, and you have a chilled bottle.
What's that called?
The bottle bucket.
The bottle bucket.
The bottle bucket.
You also licensed that for...
I did.
All right, now we got to the raw nutrition, because he's making money on the bartending thing. 15 years entrepreneurship. It's called raw nutrition. Tell me what is in here and why I should take this. I'm scared of raw stuff.
Well,
because I might get sick. How do I know I'm not going to get sick from this?
That's true, but here's a little background. When I was growing up and as an adult, I made this pact, and I said, I don't think you have to age or decline as you get older.
I agree.
And
I refuse.
I believe in being as young and vibrant as you want to be, and not falling into that, oh, you're old now, and oh, you can't do this
I'm as young
anymore.
as you, except for the lighting in here, which is telling a different story. I am absolutely as young as you.
I believe you.
I know.
I believe you.
You should. Delusionally young. Okay, but I'd like to know what some of these things do. Like, what is
astaxanthin?
Astaxanthin.
Now,
what is that?
astaxanthin is a very newly discovered it's an antioxidant, and what it does, it has very big anti-inflammatory effects.
Which is
so
important.
that's what people would take. That's in the raw nutrition.
Where does this come from?
Astaxanthin. It comes from an algae called Haematococcus pluvialis. And
another spelling bee challenge.
Yeah. And I can't spell it.
Haematococcus pluvialis.
But that is the algae that has a very high anti-inflammatory effect, which is what people find the relief from their joint issues that they're having.
What's beetroot do?
Beetroot helps to increase your blood flow.
My blood flow or my butt?
Both.
Flow. Okay, blood flow, right? I think you said
your butt flow to your butt.
Oh, well, all right, we can work with that. What does chlorella do?
Chlorella is detoxifying. It's one of the most densely algae out there, but the problem with chlorella is it has an outer shell that you can't permeate. So what we have is a thin-walled cell, chlorella, which the nutrients are available. So that is 90% bioavailable to the body.
And spirulina?
Spirulina is another algae, a blue-green algae, that has over 5,000 nutrients naturally occurring, and it gives you the protein source that you need. It gives you the vitamins, the minerals, the essential fatty acids that you need.
I see that you have green tea extract. I know about that. Organic black pepper. What does black pepper do?
Black pepper actually helps with your digestion.
Cool.
And it helps to make everything else even more bioavailable to the body.
Okay. And then there's one that I'm confused with and scared of. Tomcat Ali. That sounds like a reggae guy. Tomcat Ali.
That's the good stuff. That it's going to give you more energy, but it's also going to improve your immune system and help with your libido and kind of balance your hormones.
How did you get this made? And who did you consult with?
I consulted with myself. I have gone through many nutritional supplements my entire life. I've been seeking something that's pure, because I don't like things that are synthetically made. And when I first took my first algae product, it awakened me. I was literally...
I know a lot of people who have taken algae products for their entire lives and swear by it. So I'm not getting what you're saying. Mm-hmm. What do you think it is in algae, which is, putting like weird stuff in your body? It's like putting those probiotics, the 8 billion probiotics. Like, what are you doing with these 8 billion probiotics? But what does the algae do in your body? Like, what does it do?
Well, the algae is the
it
most
alive?
Dense. No, they're not live. It's the most dense food you can have. It has nutrients no other food has.
It's like eating seaweed.
It is. And
I eat seaweed. I actually go buy seaweed.
And it's dried.
All right, don't make faces at me why I buy seaweed. You know why? You'll understand.
Yeah.
There was a book out years ago called Eat Right for Your Blood Type. Mm-hmm. Based on my blood type, I'm a hunter-gatherer. The hunter-gatherers, they ate meat and seaweed. And my blood needs seaweed. So I go to get seaweed, and I eat it as I try and get it in there. What crazy stuff do you eat besides this?
Besides that, I eat lots of chicken.
Chicken?
I love chicken.
All right, and then what else? I mean, you're lean and mean. I mean, you are about as lean and mean as it gets.
Chocolate chip cookies.
I love that. It's on my diet now. I can take this, eat chocolate chip cookies, and keep going.
And donuts.
All right, now we're banging a hard left. Trust me, if I eat donuts, this ain't happening with
and
this
every
physique.
now and then I add those vegetables. But you know what? The thing is, I feel confident because I have all the nutrients from the vegetables or any vegetables in raw nutrition.
So
It
I
gives
should
me
try this?
Everything I need. You should definitely try it.
How long before I know if something's going on with me if I try this?
Most people, I say try it for 30 days. Most people feel a difference within a couple of days.
I want to just, I'm trying to go back to your website. I want to see what people said again. I mean, I thought there were some really interesting testimonials about this, which is why you're here. I'm always looking for the new information to share with everybody in case you didn't get around to it. Let's see. Well, one guy said, I've been using raw nutrition for about 3 weeks, and I got to say, it's saving me a lot of money because I now don't have to take all the other stuff I was taking together, which would cost me a lot more money. That's one thing. And some people are feeling more focused, and they're all ages here. Somebody was taking Motrin 800s for arthritis in their shoulders and their knees. It wasn't even funny, they said. They couldn't even sleep with the pain. And then since taking it, they don't have to take it anymore. And one grandparent's running after the grandkids like, okay, this saved me. Beatrice Clark from Detroit, Michigan. Anyway, okay, we know something new now. Rawtrition.net. Rawtrition.net. One could stutter when Kyrie is next to you in the studio. All right, make your muscle again. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for being here today. This is cool.
My pleasure.
What a great guy. Love entrepreneurship. This is something worth trying, and check it out, okay? We're going to try and stay alive. Yes, that is the point of Wellness Wednesday. We'll be shutting off the cameras now because I can't take any more of this myself. But stay tuned to the radio show, AM 1490 WGCH, because I always send you off with some inspiration. The Daily Toast is coming up next. Thanks, Bobby.
Want an easy way to find a great doctor? Got a health issue you'd like to research? Looking for ways to be healthier and better informed about personal wellness? You'll find all this.
We're live. How do you stop it? I don't know how we stop it. I don't know.